Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Dinner party!
Nanny Plum, your pie, mash and chips is delicious. What's for pudding? I hope it's not too heavy.
Treacle sponge pudding with blancmange and custard.
Hooray!
Excellent! Nanny Plum is the best cook in the Little Kingdom.
I say Nanny Plum is the best cook in the whole world.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
Hello.
Hello, Queen Marigold here.
It's King and Queen Marigold.
Oh no, they're so boring and snooty.
We were just eating a lovely meal of spinach with sea foam when we thought how nice it would be if you joined us for dinner tomorrow.
They've invited us for dinner tomorrow.
Oh no!
Don't worry, I'll handle this. Sorry, we can't come for dinner.
Oh dear, what a shame. I know you hardly ever get to eat good food.
What? I'll have you know we have the best cook in the whole world.
You have the best cook in the whole world?
Yes.
Oh. Well, then we must come to you for dinner instead. See you tomorrow. Toodle-pip. Oh.
I've got some good news and some bad news.
What's the good news?
We're not going to King and Queen Marigold's for dinner tomorrow.
Hooray!
What's the bad news?
They're coming here.
Oh no!
What are we going to do? King and Queen Marigold will want to eat something special.
Luckily, we have the best cook in the whole world, Nanny Plum.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. What about baked potato stuffed with potato, with chips and mash and a fried egg on top?
No, Nanny. They will want special modern food.
I can cook porridge.
That's not modern food.
What is modern food, Mummy?
It is very delicate food in tiny portions.
I can do tiny portions.
Well done, Nanny. That is small.
Of course, it will get bigger when the magic wears off.
When is the magic going to wear off, Nanny?
About now.
Excuse me.
It's not just the size of the food, Nanny. Modern cooking is fussy.
No problem. Nanny has until tomorrow evening to come up with something.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Good. That's that sorted.
Nanny, what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Morning, Holly. Are you coming out to play?
No, Ben. I need to help Nanny learn how to cook.
But Nanny Plum's a very good cook.
She is the best cook in the world, Ben. But she can't cook modern food.
Why does she need to cook modern food?
It's what King and Queen Marigold like, and they're coming to dinner tonight.
What Nanny needs is a cookbook. Come on.
Wait for me. Where are we going?
The Great Elf Library.
Ooh.
Excuse me, wise old elf.
Shush! This is a library.
Sorry.
We need a book of modern cooking for Nanny Plum.
But Nanny Plum is an excellent cook.
Yes, she's the best cook in the whole world.
But she can't do modern cooking.
Let's see. The Elf Book of Pies, The World of Spaghetti and Mash, A Complete History of Egg Sandwiches.
Is there anything modern?
What exactly is modern cooking, Princess Holly?
It is food that's very delicate and special, and not porridge.
Oh. Wait a minute. This doesn't look like an elf book.
That's because I'm not.
Ah! A magical fairy book? What's that doing in my elf library?
There are no words in the book.
I am a magical cookery book.
Where are all your recipes?
Oh, if you tell me what you want to cook, I will tell you how to cook it.
We want to cook a special modern meal, please.
How modern?
Very modern.
Certainly. You will need the following ingredients. Potato, carrot, onion, peas and cheese.
That doesn't sound very special.
Shush, I am thinking. Voila! One recipe for a very modern meal.
Hooray!
This is a library.
Can I borrow this book, wise old elf?
You can keep it, Princess Holly. Fairy books do not belong in the elf library.
Thank you.
King and Queen Marigold, how lovely to see you.
Hello, darling. It's always a pleasure to visit your little kingdom.
I hope you're hungry. Nanny's been in the kitchen all day.
We haven't eaten a thing since breakfast.
We didn't want to spoil a dinner made by the best cook in the whole world.
I wonder if baked beans are modern.
Nanny, we've got a magic cookbook.
Hello, Nanny Plum.
Oh, you found my cookbook. Where was she?
She was in the elf library.
What were you doing in there?
I was getting very bored.
The book knows a recipe for a modern meal.
Oh, good. What are the ingredients?
A potato, a carrot, an onion, some peas and cheese.
But that's what I would normally cook.
Yes, the ingredients are simple, but the way we cook them is not. Now, boil a pot of water. Chop potato, carrot, onion, peas and cheese. And put them into the pot. Boil for 1 minute and then collect the steam. And serve.
Is that it?
It is a very delicate dish.
It's so good of you to have us at such short notice.
No trouble at all.
We can't wait to see what the best cook in the world cooks for dinner.
Oh, sorry, that's my tummy. I'm just so looking forward to this lovely meal.
Dinner is served. Enjoy your meal, Majesties.
Oh, yes, such a delicate flavour.
So subtle.
Nanny,
Your Majesty,
what's this called?
cloud of vegetable soup.
It's just steam.
Such a sensitive dish.
How wonderful. I can barely taste it.
Does it come with any potatoes?
No.
Nanny, I'm hungry.
Me too.
No problem. These leftover potatoes, carrots, onions, peas and cheese have made a lovely soup.
Yummy.
This steam is delicious, of course, but will there be anything else to follow?
Yes, even though it's very filling, I could eat a tiny something more.
I could eat a lot more.
What's that lovely smell?
It's coming from the kitchen.
This is delicious, Nanny.
It's the best.
I say, what's this?
It's just the children's supper.
It smells very nice.
It's only some soup I made from the leftovers. It's not very modern. You wouldn't like it.
Could I try just a little bit? The taste is so tasty.
Can I try some too?
And me.
And me.
Oh, yes. So filling.
Marvellous, Nanny.
I have an announcement to make. Nanny Plum is indeed the best cook in the whole world.
Thank you very much. Now, what would everyone like for pudding? Something modern or my treacle pudding?
Treacle pudding!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Nanny Plum's lesson.
Holly, Violet and Strawberry, are you ready for today's fairy lesson?
Yes, Nanny Plum.
Today's lesson is about... Who can that be? Ah, Ben Elf.
Hello, Nanny Plum. Is Holly in?
I'm afraid Princess Holly is too busy to play with elves or insects.
Hi, Ben. Hi, Gaston.
Hi, Holly.
Nanny Plum's giving us a lesson. Do you want to join in?
Yes, please.
Actually, it's a fairy lesson.
Please, Nanny, let Ben stay.
But Ben's missed the beginning, and I don't want to repeat everything I've said.
But all you've said is, today's lesson is about... Please let Ben stay. Please, Nanny Plum.
OK. As long as Ben just sits quietly and watches. I suppose even an elf might learn something.
Thanks, Nanny.
Oh, so you're joining us too, are you? Now, where was I?
Today's lesson is about...
Thank you, Strawberry. Today's lesson is about some important fairy rules.
Ooh.
Rule 1. Fairies must look nice. Hair lovely. Clothes stylish. Skin beautifully clean. Elves and ladybirds, of course, need not worry about such things. Rule 2. Fairies should never, ever be without their wands. Who knows why?
Without wands, fairies can't do magic tricks.
Yes, Ben. We need wands to do magic. A fairy without her wand is like a ladybird without her spots.
Nanny, Gaston's a boy ladybird.
Whatever. The important thing is fairies must look after their wands.
Yes, Nanny Plum.
Rule 3. If it's windy, like today, fairies should be careful about flying. As long as I fly low, I'll be fine. But on a day like today, no one should fly above the castle walls. It's very windy up here.
Yes, Nanny Plum.
So, what have we learned?
Fairies should always look nice. Fairies must never, ever be without their wands. Fairies mustn't fly in strong winds.
Very good. You see? Even I find it difficult when the wind is so...
Oh, Nanny Plum's gone.
Was that meant to happen?
I don't think so. Nanny's left her wand behind. And a fairy without a wand is like a ladybird without his spots. Poor Nanny! What can we do?
I've got a simple plan. We find Nanny, we rescue her, then we give Nanny her wand.
But we don't know how to find her. And we don't know how to rescue her. And we're not allowed to touch Nanny Plum's wand.
Then it's a good thing I'm here. I can do all those things because I'm an elf. Gaston, find Nanny Plum. Gaston will sniff her out in no time.
Hooray for Gaston!
There's Nanny Plum. Stage 1 completed.
Hello! How did you find me so quickly?
Gaston followed your smell.
My smell? For your information, I do not smell.
Nanny, we've got your wand.
Holly, you know you're not allowed to touch my wand. It could be very dangerous.
But we just wanted to help you. And you said a fairy should never be without her wand. So we're here to rescue you and give you back your wand.
Well, that's very nice of you all, but...
Stage 2, the rescuing bit. Keep still, Nanny Plum. I'm going to throw this lasso round your waist.
That sounds dangerous. I think I'll just wait for the wind to drop and then I'll fly down.
Are you sure you don't want to be rescued, Nanny?
Quite sure. This isn't quite what I had planned, but now we're all together again. Let's resume the lesson.
Nanny Plum, are you sure that leaf can take your weight?
My weight? Young man, I'll have you know I'm as light as a feather. Now, where was I?
The last thing you said was, even I find it difficult to fly when the wind is so... Wow! That's the sound you made when the wind blew you away. Wow!
Ah, yes. Thank you, Strawberry. Even I find it difficult to... Woo!
Nanny, are you okay?
Yes. At least I'm dry.
Nanny's wings are soaking wet. She can't fly. So she's stuck on that little island.
Nanny Plum, are you ready to be rescued?
No. I'll wait for my wings to dry and then I'll fly over to you.
I think that bird's looking for worms.
I hope Mrs. Bird doesn't mistake me for a worm.
Woo! Woo! Oh, Nanny Plum's in a bird's nest.
I'll be all right, as long as the eggs don't hatch. Oh, dear.
Those baby birds look hungry.
Oh, bother! My wings are still wet. Woo!
Nanny Plum!
It's not pleasant, but it's only mud.
I think it's quicksand.
Nanny Plum is sinking into the ground.
Ben? I'm ready to be rescued now.
Fantastic! Giddy up, Gaston! Giddy up! Giddy up! Keep still, Nanny Plum. I'm going to throw this lasso round your waist. She's too heavy! Gaston, pull harder!
Woo! Hooray! Ooh, Nanny Plum, you smell horrible.
Well, at least no one else was here to see all that.
My goodness, is that you, Nanny Plum?
Yes, Queen Thistle. I'm just teaching the children a few fairy rules.
Excellent. And what fairy rules are you teaching?
Rule 1. Fairies must always look nice. Hair lovely, clothes stylish, skin beautifully clean.
Yes. I've been showing the children what not to do.
Rule 2. Fairies must never ever be without their wands.
Yes, Strawberry. King Thistle doesn't want to know all the little details.
Quite right. You seem to have everything under control, Nanny Plum. Please carry on.
Thank you, Your Royalness.
Did you notice that Nanny Plum seemed a bit smelly?
I thought it was the ladybird.
Now, where was I?
You had just shouted, "Wow!" Uff. That's the sound you made as you landed in the mud. Uff.
Thank you, Strawberry. Actually, that brings today's lesson to a close.
That was a brilliant lesson, especially the adventure bits.
I'm pleased you enjoyed it, Ben, and thank you for rescuing me. It's nice to have you back. Hair be lovely, clothes have style, skin beautifully clean.
Nanny Plum, you look lovely and pretty again.
Thank you, Strawberry. Now, children, what do you think I've learnt today?
What to shout when you fall out of trees and stuff?
No. I've learnt it's good to have friends around when you need them, whether they are fairies or elves.
Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, yes. Sorry, Gaston. or ladybirds.
Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
Morning, noon and night.
Seven o'clock. Time to get up.
Ben, breakfast's ready.
Thanks, Dad.
Right then, let's get your hair brushed.
Let's get your elf hat on.
Don't forget your new watch. There. Now you're ready for school.
But, Mum, elf school doesn't start for ages. Can I go and see Holly? I want to show her my new watch.
OK, but make sure you get to school on time.
Of course I will. Elves are never late. And I'm an elf.
Phew, Mr. Elf. Mornings are such hard work.
I should say so.
That's the cockerel crow, Princess Holly. Time for fairies to get up.
Is it morning already?
Breakfast's ready, Holly.
Thank you, Nanny Plum.
Let's get your hair brushed, Holly.
And here's your crown.
All done. Mornings are such hard work.
Hello, Nanny Plum.
What is it, Ben? I haven't got time to be answering the door to elves.
Can Holly come out to play?
I'm afraid Princess Holly is too busy to...
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly. I've got a new watch.
Wow. Is it a real watch?
Yes, you can hear it ticking.
Oh, yes. Can you tell the time, Ben?
Not yet, but we're going to learn how to tell the time at school today.
Yes? Well, I'm sure you don't want to be late.
I'm an elf. Elves are never late. Bye, Holly.
Bye, Ben. I wish I had a watch.
Whatever for, Princess Holly?
If I had a watch, I could tell the time.
We fairies don't need watches. We have different ways of telling the time.
Like what, Nanny?
We have dandelion clocks. Here's a good one.
How can a dandelion tell the time?
We count how many puffs it takes to blow away all the seeds. Like this. 1, 2, 3. It took 3 puffs. That means 3 o'clock.
I want to go. 1.
That means 1 o'clock.
Wow. So is it really 1 o'clock?
Not really. It's just a game.
But Ben's learning to tell the time properly. Can I go to his lesson?
Oh, all right. But I'm sure it won't be much fun.
When the big hand and the little hand are pointing straight up, it is 12 o'clock.
Hello, wise old elf.
Good day, Nanny Plum.
Can we join you?
Yes, as long as you are quiet.
Rightio.
Now, who can tell me how we know a watch is working?
We can hear it ticking.
Yes, Holly. Very good.
You see, we fairies know all about time.
But you fairies don't have watches or clocks.
We have our own ways of telling the time.
I'm sure you do. Now, how do we know when to wake up in the morning?
The alarm clock rings.
Correct.
I wake up when the cockerel cries. Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Yes, I see. And how do we know when it's time to go to sleep?
When the clock says it's bedtime.
Yes, correct again.
I go to sleep when the owl hoots. Twitter-woo!
But without clocks, how do you know what time it is?
We have dandelion clocks. Look. 1,
Can I have a go?
2,
And me.
3. That means 3 o'clock.
Stop, stop, stop. That's all fairy nonsense.
But it's fun.
Fun has nothing to do with telling the time. I don't suppose you fairies can tell me what time it is now.
It's noon.
Ah, yes, Holly. Well done.
Wow, how did you know that?
Because the sun is high up in the sky.
And I know it's lunchtime because my tummy is rumbling.
How silly.
Excuse me. My tummy is never wrong.
Oh, it is lunchtime. School is finished for today.
Hooray!
Holly, would you like to come over to play this afternoon?
Yes.
OK. See you later, alligator.
In a while, crocodile.
It's almost 6 o'clock. Where's Holly?
Hi, Ben.
You're late.
Fairies are always late. And I'm a fairy.
Hurry up. I've got something to show you.
What's that noise?
You'll see.
Are we there yet?
Nearly. This way.
Hello, Princess Holly.
Hello, wise old elf.
This is the great elf clock,
Wow.
the most accurate clock of all.
What does accurate mean?
It means it always tells the right time.
Quite so, Ben. I set it every night by the distant bells. They usually ring about now.
Da da dum, do da dee da, da da la la, dum dum dee da. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. That means it's time for dinner. Dinner time! Dinner time!
The bells! The bells! Now I need to adjust the clock.
But that's just Nanny Plum.
What do you mean?
Nanny rings the bell every night when it's dinner time.
And how does Nanny Plum know it's dinner time?
Her tummy rumbles.
What? You mean I've been setting the great elf clock to a fairy's tummy rumble?
Yes.
Her tummy does seem to be amazingly accurate. It is dinner time.
Bye, Ben.
See you tomorrow, Holly.
And the beautiful princess lived happily ever after. The end. Time to sleep, Holly.
But, Daddy, the owl hasn't hooted yet.
There's the owl now.
And the fierce dragon ate the witch. And everyone lived happily ever after. The end. Time to sleep, Ben.
But, Mum, the clock hasn't chimed yet.
Oh, it's chiming now.
Good night, Holly.
Good night, Ben.